Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my favorite face brushes. I have a lot of brushes. When I mean a lot, I mean a collection. I have a problem. But I just wanted to stick to my favorite, the ones that I usually use. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, to apply foundation, I usually use a beauty blender. It's actually dry, so that's why it looks like this. I love this to apply makeup. But recently I've been loving the Morphe sponge. I honestly don't even know what it's called, but this little sucker right here, this little thing right here. Anyways, this little sucker right here is like amazing. Like, it's so good to apply your foundation. When I'm not using a sponge, I am using a brush, and this brush is the Morphe M439. It's dirty because, well, I just used it, you know, but it is one of my favorite brushes to apply foundation. I don't know why I didn't discover this sooner. This is just so perfect to blend your foundation. It leaves an airbrush finish, and also it gives you like a full coverage effect. The next brush I want to talk about is concealer brush. Now, I have two favorite concealer brushes. The first one I do want to mention is the Morphe E8. It's just a small little applicating brush. I mean, you can use it for like cream contour or foundation even. But I like to use this with concealer because it just really gets the job done. It's so small, honestly. It's really good. I don't use it as much because my most favorite, which I probably should have mentioned first, but I want to mention because it was limited edition and it's not there anymore. This is the Tarte, the Unicorn Brush Collection. This is my favorite brush to apply concealer. And you can even use powder with this. It's so good. And I know it's not in stock anymore, so that's why I use this one. But honestly, I'd rather have this one. This is really... it's just the perfect size. It claims to be a foundation brush, but I don't like it as a foundation. I love it for concealer and just to put powder under my eyes. So this is a good brush. I wish I could find a dupe for it, but I'm sorry. This is the Morphe M438. It's a really good brush. I don't know, there's just something about this one that's just so soft, and it doesn't pack that much product. So my next one to apply for my whole face is the Morphe E41. I just love big fluffy brushes. Like, there's just something about them. The bristles are so soft. I just love how it feels on my face. That's weird, but you get it. You get it. Next, I want to talk about contouring. I've been trying to find a good contour brush, and I had a contour brush actually, like this one, the one that came in the collection, the Unicorn collection, but I don't like brushes like that. This, however, the R10 brush is really good to contour if you do like to contour. I mainly don't contour that much, but when I do, I reach for this one because it's just so good. Just so good, okay? The next brush I want to talk about is, don't hate me, but this one, okay? I know, but it's just so good. Like, it's just such a beautiful brush. It's so soft. Honestly, it's one of my favorites to apply bronzer, and like, there's just something about this shape that either way, like, you can actually contour with this one too if you just go really softly while bronzing your face. I don't know why I'm shaking it like this, but you can like really get in there. But since I figured, you know, there's no, I mean, you can't really get this anymore unless they bring it back, I'm gonna mention the Morphe R2 because this is actually a good brush. Hey, it gets the job done, honestly, and it's really easy to work with. It's super soft, it's not dense, so kudos to you, Morphe. I like your brushes. Okay, the next four brushes and the last four brushes I'm going to talk about, I promise they're not Morphe, so, you know, just putting it out there. One thing I did forget to mention when I contour, if you use a cream contour, you could actually go to the drugstore and get the Real Techniques. This is called a foundation brush, pointed foundation brush. I do not use it for foundation at all. Like, this is so small for foundation. Even, I mean, I guess you can use it for concealer to like apply the concealer, but not to blend it. Honestly, it's not a good, but I'll tell you what it is for. It's good for cream contour. Usually I use a stick, but when I don't and I just have like the regular cream contour palette or whatever, I used to have the e.l.f., but I threw it out because it was expired. That and it was too dark. Like I'm pale, so you know that didn't work for me. It didn't go well. But this one, when you apply it, it just gives you a precise like line, like if you are using a pencil. Like, I really like it. I always reach for this one. Next, for contouring, well, mainly my nose. This is actually an eye brush, but I use it as a contour. It's this little guy right here. It's just such a good brush to get in the right places, you know? Like, it does have a little curve, as you can see, but it's a good brush. Now, I got this as a gift, and this is the Elizabeth Arden brush collections. It comes in 3. It came with this brush and then a powder brush and then another one. But this is the one that I mainly use. If you can get a brush that is like curves like this one does, I'm telling you, it will do wonders for your nose. Up next is blush brush. Now, I have not found a brush that I love so much. Well, I have not found an affordable blush brush that I like. I did try the Real Techniques brush, like, you know, the pink one that has like, that kind of has this like type of shape to it. I did try that one, but I did not like this. This one, guys, I love this brush. It's just a nice brush to apply your blush. This is the Heavenly Luxe French Boutique blush in number 4. When you're applying, the shape is like perfect to get on your cheek, and also it's not dense, so it doesn't pack a lot of product, which I personally like. I just don't like a lot of blush on my face, so this is a good brush for when you want to have a flush of color. So let's move on. The next brush I want to talk about is the Colourpop Small Fluff brush. This is actually the F5, and it is a good brush to apply your highlight. Kathleen Light spoke about this in her video, one of her, like, the best of Colourpop, and I was in a hunt for a good highlight brush. It is a very good brush to apply highlight. You know, I use it to highlight my nose. It just gets on the edge, and without having to go for like a eye pencil brush to like get on your tip of your nose, it just gets there. It just gets the job done. It's such a good brush. Alright guys, I think that is it. Let me know what you guys want to see from me, and also I want to know what your favorite brushes are. I do want to discover more brushes. I have a full collection, but I love collecting brushes. So if you guys want to leave me any suggestions about what your favorite brushes are, leave it down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys want to see what my favorite eye brushes are, I'd love to show you guys. I have a whole bunch of, I probably have almost over 50 brushes, but I'll keep it minimal, probably like 10 that I use. I mean, like, come on, look at this, look at this. Oh, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.